Train Manager. I am going to be selling some of my trains and upgrading them to better trains. So the first one I'm looking at is this one right over here. You can see it's here in red in Great Falls. It has a capacity of 200 passengers. This is a Transit Rapide Beau-1. The demand is 4,000. So I could easily put a higher capacity train on this line and generate a lot more revenue. So I'm going to look at all details. I'm going to show history. You got to scroll all the way to the bottom and then scroll across. You see it makes around 40,000. I think I got 28,000 today because I forgot to turn the marketing on. So it makes around 40,000 every time I depart. I'm going to see if I can fix that, which is going to mean selling the train, buying a new train. It says sell or scrap. I never get any money for it. It's always going to end up being scrap. Sell for $0, scrap for 447,000. I think 34 million is enough to buy a better train. This is going to be in Billings, so then I'm going to go to the yard. I'm going to go to order, and I'm going to sort by capacity. This is 1,200, so I could buy this one over here, which has 1,000 passenger capacity. And I guess I'm just going to go for it. If I buy this, I'm not going to be able to buy another train. It's 4,000 demand, which means I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 round trips. And I don't know how far it goes. It takes 3 hours to do a run. And so it'd be 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, let's say 4 hours. We take that, we multiply it by 4, that's 16 hours. There's no way I'm going to do a 5th run. So I think it's going to be fine. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to put it in Billings. And place the order. So he's going to show up over here, and I'm going to run him on that line going up over here. I'm going to make a new line. And hopefully he's going to bring in a lot of cash for me. So this next one is also a Transit Rapide Beau-2. This one is a Shinosuke. It's nearly impossible to make money with this. It's not a high-income train. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this onto another line, and I'm going to see if I can move it onto a line that makes more money. It's going to have to be like one of the lines that goes across the mountains or something. It's out of service. I'm going to bring it into service, and I'm going to depart it. And you notice that it wouldn't depart. I need to get the full electricity, 190,000, in order to depart it. I had to shorten the range. Okay, so this one is the Siberia Kurai 4, which has 350 passenger capacity. Not sure which line it's running on. I'm going to check the details. I'm going to scroll down, show history. I think it's going to be like 70,000. It looks like it's 75 to 80,000 every D part. Remaining demand 35,000. That's a ton of demand. So So I could definitely run this with a high capacity train. So the Shinotsuke, unfortunately I have to wait until I have more money. So I'm going to have to run some trains for a couple days to make that money. I don't have enough points to buy anything, but I would guess I would get the spot lock capacity so I can run the Shinotsuke at a longer range. Unfortunately, I can't buy points, and I probably completed all of the achievements. I do want to buy some of the maybe I don't have to buy more stations, but maybe I just need to get trains that can run a longer distance, and I'll be able to fill in some of the gaps over here. It's expensive for me to buy another train, to add yard slots. I need 100 million. So I don't have enough cash. So I got a lot of things I got to worry about. I think upgrading these low-income trains is going to make a big difference. And then I'm going to work on increasing my yard, getting more trains. Probably going to also increase some of my low-capacity trains. Like this is a 350. I've got 13 of them. So I've got a lot of trains I can sell and upgrade, but I'm going to need a lot of cash in order to make those upgrades. Okay, so that was this video. This video was about how I had some trains pending. Unfortunately, I was only able to upgrade one. And the Shinotsuke is going to be a different video. I'm going to need the cash in order to get that train on a route, and I'm going to have to figure out where that route's going to be. Looks like they added a new feature where they put these little bubbles to show that there's two lines. It's nice that they added that finally. And I'm guessing that Shinotsuke is going to have to run here in the Midwest somewhere. And I'm going to have to figure out a line that has stops that go a long distance. And I'm going to have to figure out the issue with the lack of electricity. So it might not matter. I might not be able to put it on a new line because I had to change the train to use less electricity. So it's limited by its range. You know what? I'm going to look at the yard and I'm going to look at some of the trains. Because I thought they had 2 trains that were long distance. They've got 3. I must have gotten this F2 over here. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go back. So the issue is the electrical consumption is a problem. So I'm scrolling all the way down, and consumption for this one here is half as much, which means I should probably sell the F2 and get the F6. It's gonna be more passengers, but I'm going to be able to go a further range because of the lower electrical consumption. So my goal is going to be to sell my F2 and get the F6, which means I'm going to have to make a lot of cash. Or get this one that has a 1,200 kilometer range. Okay, so that's it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, you can go to my discussion forum at cheapbooks.cc and go to the transport games, and you'll see a section for train games, and there's many train games. And I am the owner of cheapbooks.com, which is a website for searching for books and textbooks. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.